Okay, this is a video on how to approach a woman. You just do it. So, hi, my name's Troy, or T-Roy, as I call myself on this YouTube channel. And when I was in college, I decided I had social anxiety. I was like, what's wrong with me? I started Googling things, and I was like, oh, I get really social, or really anxious in social situations. So when I was about 22, fifth year at college, I started approaching women on my college campus. Other college students, grad students, whoever was walking around on campus, I would see them and I would go approach them and I would give them a compliment, or I would say, hey, I'm really shy. I like to meet a few new people a day just to push myself out of my comfort zone. And I would start a conversation with them. My goal was to get in front of somebody, just briefly stop them and say, hey, how about a quick conversation, or just a quick compliment, and then get the heck out of there. And it really helped my confidence. That turned into me getting into this whole like dating scene, because I wanted to up, when you start doing something, you want to up your level. So I started going out on the street at night, whatever, after I graduated, and I started approaching more women. I've done it a lot. So if you want to know how to approach women, this is coming from a guy who's approached probably over 1,000. I don't know, I lost count, thousands. I don't know how many women I've approached, a lot. And the thing is, you just do it. At a certain point, if you just do it over and over and over and over again, and you try to like perfect your technique, you get into this weird space where you're thinking way too much about your approach and how to do it, and you become inauthentic. Versus if you're just going about your day and you see somebody that you really want to approach, and then you take that moment of courage to go and do it, that's the beauty of it. Because then you're being legitimately genuine. People take time out of their day to go do day game at the mall, and they're like, I'm gonna go approach 5 to 10 people. The only people who I think that's good for are people with really bad social anxiety, and they just want to get over it. Go approach 5 to 10 people at the mall, and you're gonna feel like a man at the end of the day. But if you're getting into this pickup space where you're trying to perfect your approach, you're going to get into this space where you're never going to actually be vulnerable with another human being. You're never going to actually get to know another human being very well, because they're not going to get to know you, because your whole approach was based off of you working for weeks or months at a time or years at a time, just trying to perfect how you talk to people and how you respond to people to make yourself as attractive as possible to the opposite sex. And it's all scripted. You might even try to tell yourself it's not scripted. When I was a dating coach, I did that for 2 years. A lot of times people would text us and we'd be like, look, you're scared. That's why you're not talking to this girl. You're scared. Just go talk to her. Tell her how you feel. Oh, you get rejected. Who cares? But they didn't understand. And they were like, no. I really want it to work out. What do I actually text her? Come on, just tell me what to text her. They would send us screenshots of their texts. We'd be like, okay, well, I would say something like this, because, I'm a cool guy now, and like, this is what I would say. So we would tell them. And even if it seemed like they were learning a skill, they were learning communication, they were learning how to be more attractive, they weren't being authentic because somebody else was telling them what to do. And that becomes part of your personality, where somebody else has told you what to do, or you've been following these rules, saying what you think is more attractive to the opposite sex. You see what I'm saying? When you're on a date, see, when I let all of that go, when I was on a date and I just said whatever the hell that I wanted, after years of getting experience, learning what I wanted, going on dates, approaching people, being confident, and then also being open about the fact that I did that, that's when things started to come together for me.